Hi guys, my name is Anurag Mehta. I've done my master's in psychology and right now I'm pursuing my PhD on the topic meditation and its impact on emotional intelligence. So while doing this, and I've been a spiritual seeker for last 11-12 years, totally into spirituality, questions like who am I, what is the purpose of life, whether there is God or not, what is right, what is not right, all of those things. During this 11-year research and especially during this PhD research, I have found a few things and I want to tell you about that. First of all, I want to tell you what is meditation, especially for those who believe meditation is not for me. I cannot do meditation. I've tried and I cannot do. My mind doesn't become still. Thoughts keep on coming. I've done meditation, but it didn't benefit me. To all these people, I want to dedicate this video. Meditation is nothing about what you said about meditation. I can't do, etc. Meditation doesn't have goals. Whoever said meditation gives you benefits like stress management, peace of mind, lightness, mindfulness, emotional intelligence, decision making, immunity strengthening, good leadership skills, and a lot of other things. Whoever said this was not totally wrong, but if this person made it a goal out of meditation about these things, then this person wouldn't have benefited at all. These are the byproducts of meditation. These are not the goals of meditation. Probably you can pick up mindfulness in this as a goal, because the mind will always want a goal before doing a thing. If it doesn't have a goal, the mind wouldn't be interested. So therefore, if at all there has to be a goal, it has to be anchored in the present moment. Why? Because past and future are the domains of the mind. In the past, whatever happened, good or bad, the mind will keep on making stories out of it. In the future, the mind will say, oh, because the past wasn't so good, why have hopes from the future? If the past was good, even then the mind will say, oh, I did a good thing, but nobody recognized me, or something of that sort, some sad story. Or probably in certain cases, yes, a good positive mindset, but in most cases we don't see that mindset. So the past is full of worry and tension, but the mind is good at making stories and keep you engaged. We always want to be in the present moment. We don't know how. And when we talk about meditation, we set goals and then we say meditation is not helping. Meditation is not about all of this. Meditation is about looking at you from inside. Now, very common statement, but people just don't understand. Looking from inside, how? From where? Looking from inside, it means whatever is happening outside you, whatever is happening, whatever somebody said to you, or some loss, or some good thing, positive thing, happy thing, whatever happened outside, what is your emotional reaction to it? Only you can look, nobody else. How were your feelings about it? What were your thoughts about it? Nobody on this earth can know it except you. Looking at what I felt about it is meditation. Meditation is about mindfulness. At this moment, you were mindful because you looked at yourself doing a thing. Or when you're listening to me, if you listen to me carefully, you are already meditating. Who said there needs to be a process where you have to sit like this with your hand like this or whatever? Yes, this is a meditation process. I'll come to that. But it is not compulsory to meditate like that. If you are mindful, you don't need to meditate in a particular way. But yeah, to be mindful, to help you being mindful, this process helps. For example, there is this breath awareness meditation. Now you're breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. That you're already doing. All you have to do is, you have to focus on the air going inside and coming out. That's it. How difficult is that? If you were just about focusing on the air going inside, touching the inner walls of your nostrils, what is the temperature of the air going in and temperature of the air coming out, if you can just do that for 15 seconds, that will anchor you in the present moment for those 15 seconds, isn't it? Similarly, you felt a little angry by doing a lot of mindfulness practice. When you get angry, you notice yourself getting angry, and in that noticing, anger subsides. You meditated just for probably 3 seconds. You close your eyes, you don't move your body, and I ask you, do you have a hand, the right hand? Do you have a thumb in the right hand? You can't look at it, you cannot move it. How do you know? You know it through your feelings. You know that there is some sensation which you know as your right hand. So that is meditation. You are present in the present moment. When you are present in the present moment, when you are anchored in the present moment, the purpose of meditation gets solved. So whether you did a formal meditation or not, it doesn't matter. You have to get anchored in the present moment. That is the purpose of life. You have to see the mind playing its games. You don't have to get engaged in it. But the practice is, we get engaged into it, which is okay. But with formal meditation, you anchor yourself in the present moment. My PhD research tells me 20 minutes of meditation for just about 30 days anchors you in the present moment. There has been research done on this, clinical research and otherwise, which has proven through documentation, through data, that in 30 days people have reported better decision making, better emotional intelligence, better immunity, better emotional reaction and such things. Just 30 days, just 20 minutes a day, formal meditation. Otherwise, when you get used to it, trust me, after you get more mindful, you can drop meditation. You don't have to meditate for your whole life. Any addiction is bad, including meditation. Meditate for a while, do formal meditation, and then you see yourself being anchored in the present moment. I have a channel, Anurag Mehta 77@gmail.com. You'll find it in the description also. You search through that on the YouTube, you'll get my channel. There are a lot of videos. I do a lot of meditation sessions. Many of them are in Hindi and English, but wherever they are in Hindi and English, most of the times English has been said after Hindi. So whatever has been said in Hindi has been translated in English. So you'll get the gist of whatever I'm doing. Otherwise, I have only English meditation sessions also. Try to do those formal meditations. Like I do micro meditations. In micro meditation, for example, I only focus on the spinal cord someday. From down to up, only on the spinal cord. When you're focusing on spinal cord, now spinal cord is a combination of certain stones of calcium, na? Certain stones of calcium arranged in a particular way that they act like a pillar. If you were not there, as in life wasn't there, these were just pieces lying on the ground. Your body would fall. So this helps you to see that how are you alive in the body, in the spinal cord. Otherwise, I do aliveness meditation. For example, how do you know right now that you are alive? What feeling tells you that you are alive right now? You know by knowledge, but if you have to describe to somebody I am alive, describe to yourself that I am alive, how do you do that? What sensation, what feeling tells you that you are alive? If I tell my people during my sessions, if only one meditation has to be done, you do this, and you can do this any time of the day without any posture or gesture or mantra or anything. Know how you are alive right now. Feel yourself being alive right now. For that, you can go a little macro level. For example, your left foot. Is there life in your left foot? How do you know that? Is this a difficult meditation? I don't think so. How do you know that you can see? Yes, you can see, but there is some sensation. How do you know there are teeth in your mouth? How many teeth? Obviously, without looking at them, count them through feelings. You are mindful now. In that moment, you are mindful. You are in the present moment. The mind is not bothering you. And if the mind bothers you, I have something called CCTV meditation. I have a separate video on that, but the idea is like a CCTV looks at anything without perception, without judgment. Whatever it sees in the range, it just brings it forward. It doesn't say, I like this guy, I'll show him better. I don't like this guy, I'll not show him in a very good way. No, whatever comes in the zone of the scope of the CCTV, it shows impartially, non-judgmentally. Like that, you see yourself from inside. In the CCTV meditation video, you learn more about that, and I'll give you a demo also. So that anchors you in the present moment, and that's the purpose of life. That's the purpose of meditation. Why not do it? So try seeing my videos, try following me. This meditation thing helps you a lot in your workplace. While doing your work, while writing something, typing something, reading something, just take a snapshot of yourself doing whatever you're doing. Because only you in the whole universe can know what you feel about whatever you're doing right now. Capture that feeling like a snapshot. Do it more and more. Do it like 3 times in an hour, just about 2 or 3 seconds. 7 seconds in an hour, you can't spare that much, but you see the benefits. Capture yourself doing anything but from inside, and capture how you know you are alive right now. This body, whole body that you see, that we decorated so well, we take care of this. Yes, we have to take care of this because this is a vehicle for me, but this body is made up of non-living things. It is a non-living object. Who are you who are making this body alive? If this body is dead, the body is the same. What happened? The same body, what happened? Why is it not moving? Because you are not there. See the difference between you and the body. The more and more you notice this, the more benefit you have. See yourself doing it. How you do it? Feel your presence. Feel your aliveness in the body right now. See you being alive. See there being, life in these 4 fingers. Eyes closed, you're not moving the fingers, you cannot see them. How do you know you have 4 fingers? How many fingers do you have, for example? Ask yourself. Doing that tells you you are alive. That's what you want to capture. The whole life goes 80 years, 70 years, and we never capture that. That's a life wasted, even if it had crores and billions of whatever, dollars or rupees. Keep catching me on more videos on meditation and practicing meditation. anuragmehta77@gmail.com. Subscribe my YouTube channel, ring the bell so that you get the notifications of whenever there is a video uploaded or a live webinar or some session. Stay connected for some time. Give me some time, maybe a couple of months. Then if you don't like me, unsubscribe and go away. But give yourself some time on meditation. God bless you. We remain connected because you're listening to me, because I'm talking to you. There must be a reason. There's always a reason. For that reason, stay connected. God bless you. Have an amazing, amazing life. As a soul, find yourself. Stay beautiful. Goodbye.